Welcome, Lemurs fans. James Nasser here with you for another edition of Lemurs Baseball. The Laredo Lemurs are in Sioux Falls right now. Game 2 of this short 2-game series with the Canaries. Last night, the Lemurs won in some more dramatic fashion as they took down the Canaries 4-1. Laredo got an excellent outing from Matt Sergey, who got his 4th win of the season. He threw 7 innings, gave up just 1 run on 6 hits, walked 2, and struck out 8. Jeff Inman got the save last night, his 7th of the year. Jose Navarre also pitched a scoreless inning of relief for the Lemurs. For Sioux Falls, Joe Bircher got the start. He did very, very well against the Lemurs. Over 7 innings, allowing just 1 run on 6 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Almost identical evenings for each of the starting pitchers. Really the only difference statistically was the strikeouts, where Sergey had 8 and Bircher had 3. James Jones got the loss for the Canaries. He gave up 3 runs on 3 hits. Only 2 of them were earned, though. Struck out 2 there in his 1 inning of work in the 8th. And Madison Booher threw an inning of shutout baseball. He did walk a batter in the 9th for the Canaries. But last night, it was a close game all the way as the Lemurs took a lead in the 6th inning, but it was quickly tied again in the 6th by the Sioux Falls Canaries. So each team with a run in the 6th. It was shutout baseball up until that point. In the 8th inning, the Lemurs got a leadoff hit by Dennis Phipps off of James Jones, followed by a 2-run home run by J.D. Pulfer. It was the only extra base hit in the ballgame for the Lemurs, and Pulfer again powering the team to victory as he did the game before against the Wichita Wingnuts when he hit a double to drive in 3 runs and give the Lemurs the lead and ultimately the win against the Wichita Wingnuts there back at home in Laredo for the last game of that homestand against the Wingnuts. Tonight, featuring a left-hander versus a right-hander on the mound, you have Ryan Beckman, the righty for the Lemurs, 1-4 with a 3.44 ERA against Chris Regas. Regas lefty, 3-1 with a 6.15 earned run average. Regas usually a reliever, as is Beckman for the most of their careers until this season. Beckman making the move to the rotation, and Regas last year made a lot of starts as he, for most of his career, was in the bullpen. This year, a little bit of bullpen work as well with the Canaries, but he is starting here today for Sioux Falls. When we come back, we'll take a look at your starting lineups as well as a little scoreboard around the league here on the Laredo Lemurs pregame show. James Nasser, stay tuned. First pitch coming up at 6:05 between the Lemurs and the Canaries.
Proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball, Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Welcome back. Lemurs pregame show. Take a look at your starting lineups. First for the Laredo Lemurs, Abel Nieves leading things off, playing first base for Laredo. Over at third base, batting second, Cesar Valera. Behind the plate tonight, it's Zane Chavez. He bats third. Dennis Phipps is the cleanup hitter and the DH tonight for the Lemurs. The 5 spot, J.D. Pulfer, he's at second base. Leandro Castro bats 6th in right field. Drew Martinez in center field, batting 7th. Batting 8th is the shortstop, Alvaro Rondon. And Ty Morrison is batting 9th in left field for the Lemurs. On the mound, like I said, Ryan Beckman, the right-hander for the Lemurs, making the start. So Nieves, Valera, Chavez, Phipps, Pulfer, Castro, Martinez, Rondon, and Morrison. For the Sioux Falls Canaries, Darwin Perez leads things off at second base, followed by Osni Guillen. Guillen playing third base tonight. David Bergen's the DH. He bats third. The cleanup spot, Jake Taylor playing first base for the Canaries. J.C. Linares bats fifth, and he's in right field. Ryan Lashley is at shortstop, batting sixth. In left field, batting seventh, is Cameron Monger. Behind the plate, Nolan Johnson. He bats 8th. And the caboose of the lineup, batting 9th, Ethan Chapman. He's in center field for the Sioux Falls Canaries. Again, that's Perez, Guillen, Bergen, Taylor, Linares, Lashley, Monger, Johnson, and Chapman. Left-hander Chris Regas on the hill for the Sioux Falls Canaries. Let's take a look around the league from last night's ball games. Had a full slate of games on tap last night all around the league in the American Association. Of course, your Lemurs 4-1 winners last night over the Sioux Falls Canaries. Other South Division teams in action, the Texas Air Hogs were at home, and they fell 6-5 on Star Wars night there in Grand Prairie. So Grand Prairie slipping in the standings with their loss yesterday. The Wichita Wingnuts also lost last night, so that's good news for the Lemurs. They lost by a run. They played 10 innings. Sioux City Explorers 7, Wichita Wingnuts 6. In fact, Wingnuts were trailing 6-5 going into the bottom of the ninth. They scored a run and forced extra innings, but they could not come up with a win as they lost in 10. In Kansas City, the T-Bones fell at home as well, 13-4 to the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. In Gary, the Gary South Shore Railcats 10, the Lincoln Salt Dogs 2. The Railcats winners at home, as were the St. Paul Saints. They won by 1 at home against the Winnipeg Goldeyes. So 4 of the home teams out of the 6 last night lost their ball game, a couple by 1 run, but it was a night for the away team for sure. Look around the league right now. We've already got some games in action. The Texas Air Hogs in the bottom of the second. It's already a 3-2 game. Air Hogs 3, Joplin Blasters 2 there in Grand Prairie. They're the only game in action right now. Of course, you have your scheduled games, same as last night, the series-wise. You have Gary South Shore Railcats hosting the Lincoln Salt Dogs, the Wichita Wingnuts hosting the Sioux City Explorers, and the St. Paul Saints at home against the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Umpires meeting at home plate. Your umpires tonight are Kurt Brannon at home plate, Sean Hicks at first base, and A.J. Chalk over at third base. After today's game, this is a 2-game series. This is game number 2 of it. After today's game, we'll be on the road, heading over to Sioux City to take on the Sioux City Explorers. After that, we'll head down to Joplin for a few days to take on the Joplin Blasters. It rained earlier today. In fact, on my way over to the ballpark from the hotel, which the hotel and the ballpark kind of share a parking lot. Well, they don't share a parking lot, but their parking lots are right across the road from each other, so I walked through 2 lots and you're at the ballpark. Rained on my way over and got a little wet, but that was a few hours ago, and the rain has cleared up. There's still a few clouds in the sky, but I see plenty of blue skies, and they're white clouds, not the dark, threatening storm clouds. So we should be good to go here today for Laredo Lemurs baseball against the Sioux Falls Canaries. Your weather report here today, it's a very comfortable afternoon, and there was some wind earlier. It looks like it is blowing out to right, maybe out to center a little bit more actually. 82 degrees, and that wind is 18 miles an hour according to Google, though it doesn't look like it's blowing as hard as it was last night, which last night said it was 15 miles an hour, so I'm not sure how accurate that is or where they're getting those measurements from, but there is some wind blowing out there right now. It looks like the umpires were waiting for the managers to exchange lineups there at home plate, but we are just moments away from first pitch, scheduled first pitch in 10 minutes. We'll be back with more of your Laredo Lemurs pregame show in a few moments.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you. Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarria's Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarria's is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarria's is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Welcome back. We're counting down the first pitch here. Lemurs and Canaries, and I see KG, the Canaries mascot, out in the field with some little leaguers dancing around. Looks like he's getting them pumped up or something out there on the field in foul territory along the third baseline. I don't think. Yep, just out of your view. If you had maybe about 4 more feet, you'd be able to see it on your camera view there, but he's just off to the side there, out of the range of the camera. Take a look at your standings around the American Association. The Lemurs, with their win last night and with the Wingnuts loss, are now tied in the American Association South Division. Lemurs 19-15, the Wingnuts also 19-15. They hold a 5-game lead over the next 2 teams in the division. So you have 4 teams in the South, and 2 have the same record, and 2 others have the same record. 19-15, and Texas and Joplin both have 14-20 records. So 5-game difference there in both the wins and the losses columns for between the Joplin Blasters, Texas Airhogs, and then separating them from the Laredo Lemurs and Wichita Wingnuts. Lemurs 6-4 in their last 10 ball games. Wingnuts 7-3 in their last 10. Over in the Central Division, the Gary South Shore Railcats, they won last night, and with Lincoln having lost back-to-back games, they have finally caught the Lincoln Salt Dogs, who started off very hot, but have faltered a bit as of late. Lincoln 4-6 in their last 10. Gary 7-3 in their last 10 ball games. They're both 18-16. Sioux City in 3rd place in the division, 16-18. They did win last night. And in last place, the Kansas City T-Bones, 14-20. Sioux Falls Canaries, where are they in the standings? Well, they're in the North Division, and they are 12-22. That is good for last place in the North. In fact, they're last place in the entire American Association. The leader in the North, well, that's the St. Paul Saints. They're 25-10, 12.5 games ahead of the Sioux Falls Canaries. But Sioux Falls last in the division. That is the largest deficit, though, between first and last in any division in the American Association. Kansas City last in the division in Central, only out of it by 4 games. And Joplin and Texas tied for last, only out of it by 5 games in the South. But a 12.5 deficit already for the Canaries. They are in the North. In second place, Fargo-Moorhead, they are 18-15. They trail by 6 games of the St. Paul Saints. So the Saints have a 6-game lead over the second place team in the division, and that's a larger lead than either the first place team in the South or the Central have over the last place team in their respective divisions. And then Winnipeg, 17-17, 7.5 games out of first place. The Lemurs right now tied for second place in the entire league behind those St. Paul Saints. And you want to talk about leads. The Lemurs with that second best record in the league, tied with Wichita. they're still 5.5 games behind the Saints for the #1 spot in the entire league. Now, that doesn't really matter too much. It really only matters for seeding purposes, but even for seeding purposes for the playoffs, we would only see St. Paul if we play them in the championship. More than likely, we will not play them in the first round of the playoffs. So I guess it wouldn't matter for home field advantage, but for that series, that would be the only situation in which seeding would matter with St. Paul and Laredo. Looks like everyone's running out to the field, getting ready for the national anthem here. KG out there in the outfield with a bunch of youngsters surrounding the outfielders. So we will give you the national anthem right here in the next few moments.
We ask you to please stand and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem, presented by Everything's Granite.
National anthem in the books. Here in Sioux Falls, we're ready for first pitch. As warming up on the mound, Chris Regas, or he will be in a few moments here. Regas, the left-hander for the Sioux Falls Canaries. It was supposed to be someone else pitching for the Canaries, as they were going to have someone who they've just put on the disabled list. It was going to be a right-hander. Now I'm blanking on his name, and they don't have the disabled list on the roster here, as I was trying to find his name. But they changed starters, and so, Stephen Booyer, there you go. It's supposed to be Stephen Booyer, but Bowyer's been put on the disabled list today, and so Chris Regas making the start. Regas, who started his career in independent ball in the Frontier League. A few years in the Frontier League with Cook County and Windy City, before getting picked up by the Mets organization in 2004. Yes, 2004 he got picked up after spending a few years in independent ball. Started his career in 2002. Regas is 36 years old, went to Jacksonville University in Jacksonville, Florida. He's originally from Urbanus, Illinois, which is where he was born. Went to Bradley Urbanus High School. 6'4", 200-pound left-hander on the mound, but he's only in the Mets organization for a year. In fact, he pitched 4 games in the Mets organization in 2004 before it was back to the Frontier League. He then made his way to the Northern League before the American Association was around, and then the following year was in the American Association with Sioux Falls in 07 and in 08, as well as in 09. And in that 2009 season, he got picked up by the Detroit Tigers, pitched 21 games in the Tiger system between AA and AAA, 14 games in AA Erie, and 7 games in AAA Toledo. He then found his way into the Atlantic League over the next few years, and then back here in the American Association. Spent last year with the Kansas City T-Bones. First batter of the ball game, Abel Nieves at the plate, swings and fouls one back. First pitch at 6:07 p.m. here in Central Time. 0-1 the count to Nieves, batting .250, no home runs, 6 runs batted in. Nieves right now has an on-base streak of 14 games. Regas from the stretch, towing the first base side of the rubber, fires plate word called strike at the knees, 0-2. These two, I'm sure, have seen each other a lot, as Regas has spent a fair amount of time in the American Association over the last few years, as well as in the Atlantic League. Nieves, though, not too many times in the Atlantic League, but Regas has pitched in the Venezuelan Winter League in 2014, and Nieves there as well. Pitch missing for a ball, 1-2 now the count to Nieves. Defensively, they have Nolan Johnson behind the plate, catching Regas. Over at third base, Osni Guillen. At short, Ryan Lashley. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a one-hopper through the infield. It hits just at the lip of the grass there before going into the outfield, and Abel Nieves extends that on-base streak to 15 games with a leadoff single off Chris Regas. At second base, they have Darwin Perez. First base is being manned by Jake Taylor tonight. The outfield, Cameron Monger. In left field. In center, it's Ethan Chapman, and in right, J.C. Linares. Linares just added today to the roster. Darwin Perez, playing second base, was added yesterday but did not see action. So a couple of newly added players the last couple of days, and they're in the ball game here tonight. At the plate, Cesar Valera, the third baseman for the Lemurs. Valera batting .234, no home runs, and 5 runs batted in. Over at first base, getting a lead is Abel Nieves. First pitch to Valera, a called strike, 0-1 the count. Valera, last night, he had 1 hit in his 4 at-bats. He had 5 plate appearances, though. He did walk his last time up. 0-1 pitch, grounder towards third, slow roller. It's grabbed by Guillen. He throws to second, and the relay to first in time, a 5-4-3 double play. Valera grounding into the Guillen, Perez, Taylor double play. There's now 2 outs in the inning. Catcher Zane Chavez to the plate. Like I mentioned, that 2014 team in the Venezuelan Winter League. Lefty versus lefty here. The pitch to Chavez taken for a strike. I mentioned that Regas played on it, or played on a team in the Venezuelan Winter League, the Tiburones de la Guaira. I'm sure I'm saying that all wrong, but they went 31-34 that year. Pitched down and away in the winter of 2014, but they had a number of guys who have played in the big leagues at some point. As I mentioned, Chris Regas was on that team. John Link pitched a couple of games there, who's in the American Association, but Abel Nieves also on that team, and Chavez swings and hits one down the right field line. It's fair and into the corner. It's grabbed by Linares. It'll be a single for Zane Chavez. Came in the ball game batting .192 with 4 runs batted in and no home runs yet. So 2 hits in the inning, but a double play means there's 2 outs with a runner on first, and Dennis Phipps to the plate. It's an interesting team. A lot of guys just playing in a handful of games. Former big leaguers like Alex Castellanos, Alex Cabrera, Roger Bernardina, Dubal Herrera. Some of you guys probably don't know who these players are. A young Carlos Sanchez. Throw over to first base, though, back in time, Chavez. It's just on the hitting side of things. Dennis Phipps, 6 home runs on the season, batting .283. First pitch to him outside. He also has 19 runs batted in, 1-0. They count. Brian Villarreal as well as Pedro Villarreal on that team. Dakota Watts, called strike. Watts, who's been in the American Association before, was in that league for a few games. Regas from the stretch, delivers, swing and ground ball down the third baseline. Fielding it is Guillen, throwing to first in time. Plenty of time to get Phipps. 5-3 the put out. That'll end the inning for the Lemurs. They got a couple of hits, but they don't score any runs. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 Lemurs and Canaries.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the grand.
Ryan Beckman on to start for the Lemurs, the right-hander. Beckman, who has been pretty good this year for the Lemurs, out there on the mound coming into today's ball game. Beckman 1-4 with a 3.44 earned run average, 8 appearances, 7 of which have been starts. He did make that one relief outing in one of those extra inning ball games in the early first series of the season. First pitch from Beckman on the inside corner, called a strike. Darwin Perez, the batter. Beckman in his last start, 8 shutout innings, gave up just 3 hits and had 5 strikeouts, no walks, and a loss to the Kansas City T-Bones. He did not take the loss, but the 0-1 pitch, Perez taking just off the plate away. We count 1-1. So we got a no decision in that ball game. He certainly pitched well enough to get a win. Just didn't happen for him as the offense couldn't do anything couldn't do enough against the Kansas City team. Pitch on the inside corner, spinning out of the way was Perez like he did the first time. He trying to get that inside call to go his way, but it does not. Perez just acquired, has already played for 2 teams this season, both in the Atlantic League. 1 game for York, the York Revolution, and 18 games with the Somerset Patriots. Swinging a ground ball towards short, charging is Rondon. He fields it on a bad hop, but manages to field it cleanly and throw to first in time to get Perez. And to drop that glove at the last second, field it almost kind of awkwardly. 1 away. Perez, though, struggled in the Atlantic League. He hit 192 in those 18 games with the Somerset Patriots. Didn't play professionally anywhere since 2013 when he was in the Oakland A's organization. Double-A, Midland, the Midland Rockhounds. He had 237 that year, 115 games. Originally signed with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim as a 16-year-old, 2006. Pitch called a strike to Osney Guillen, youngest son of Ozzie Guillen. Osney, spelled O-Z-N-E-Y. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed Beckman. Beckman firing away, swinging a line drive right at the first baseman, Nieves. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. 2 up, 2 down for Beckman. So far, so good for him here in the first inning. David Bergen, the designated hitter, to the plate. Bergen batting .287, 6 home runs, 21 runs batted in so far this season. Bergen went to HB Plant High School in Tampa, Florida. Plant, a powerhouse athletic school. Known for their football, though, mostly. Bergen swings and hits one on the ground the other way through the hole on the right side, and by hole, it's a gaping one because the infield was shifted for him to pull. J.D. Pulfer, the second baseman, playing behind the bag at first, and that ball hit just to the right of Nieves, out of his reach. So definitely out of the reach of Pulfer. It's a 2-out single for Bergen. Bergen then went to Tennessee Wesleyan College in Athens, Tennessee. We've heard Tennessee Wesleyan named a lot here this season. Seems like every team here has a guy who went to Tennessee Wesleyan, or almost every team. Jake Taylor at the plate, first baseman, swing and a miss, 0-1. Taylor, 265 hitter with a home run and 10 runs batted in. He drove in the only run last night for the Canaries. It was a sac fly that he hit in the 6th inning with the bases loaded. A ball that almost got out of the ballpark. It was caught in the warning track by Ty Morrison. 0-1 the count here to Taylor. The pitch just a bit too far inside, and it's 1-1. Taylor, a former draft pick out of Chaffey College in Rancho Cucamonga, California. He didn't sign, though. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. That was in 2005 out of high school. He went to college instead. Was not drafted again and has not played in affiliated ball ever. Spent last season with Joplin, started the year with Joplin this season, 14 games with Blasters, where he hit .286 with 1 home run with Joplin. So far with the Canaries batting .265. So they throw his Canary stats on the board. Pitch will come inside and hit Taylor on the 1-2. He'll take his base. So runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the first inning. But yeah, Taylor combined between the two, Joplin and Sioux Falls, he's got 2 home runs and a .273 batting average. Taylor was with the Canaries in 2012 and in 2013 as well. So he's played in this ballpark plenty of times to join the team. He was with after being with Joplin. J.C. Linares at the plate takes a called strike, 0-1. Linares, right-handed hitter, in his first action as a Sioux Falls Canary this season. In fact, for him, it's his first time playing independent baseball. Well, at least what you could call independent baseball, technically. They call the Mexican League, they call it AAA. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's a slow roller, though. Rondon's just going to flip to second after scooping it up quickly, and that'll be a fielder's choice, retiring Taylor 6-4 to end the inning. 3rd out of the inning. We go on to the top of the 2nd. Lemurs to the plate. 0-0 here in Sioux Falls between the Canaries and the Lemurs.
Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to boys and girls clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
shredded cheddar cheese,
the creamy sauce,
creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Lemurs, top of the second, first pitch to J.D. Pulfer, high for ball one. Pulfer, the hero of the last couple of ball games for the Lemurs, riding a 13-game hitting streak. 239 hitter, 2 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Pulfer last night, a 2-run home run over the left field wall, will take a strike lower inside part of the plate. So count 1-1 to Pulfer, and then not the night before, but the game before, 2 days before that, he hit that double with 2 outs to drive in 3 runs when the Lemurs were trailing the Wingnuts 1-0, giving them a 3-1 win. Fouls that last pitch off against the screen, 1-2. So Pulfer definitely on fire right now with the 13-game hitting streak going. Pulfer in his last 10 games, batting .310 with 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Over the last 5 games, batting .389 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. So Pulfer definitely getting it done at the plate here in the last 5 to 10 ball games. Pitch inside, 2-2. Of course, I'd say last 13 as he has a 13-game hit streak right now. Pulfer digs in, righty batter, lefty pitcher. As Regas is on the hill, the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball right back up the middle, and there's a single for J.D. Pulfer, make it a 14-game hit streak. Certainly the longest hit streak of a Lemur this season. He's up there in the league lead for active longest hit streak. Of course, earlier this season, you had player for the St. Paul Saints absolutely tearing it up, and his name off the top of my head is escaping me. There you go, Tony Thomas. I knew it was a double letter. Tony Thomas with the 26-game hit streak is the longest of the season. You have a couple guys with 16, Christian Stringer and Brian Humphreys, but all those 3 hit streaks are inactive. Pitch up high, the batter Leandro Castro. Castro, 250 hitter, no home runs, no RBIs this season for the Lemurs, as he has played in just 3 games so far for the Lemurs this season. Last year was in the Can-Am League with the New Jersey Jackals. The pitch, Castro swings, grounds it left side, moving to his left to the shortstop, Lashley. He'll go to second for 1, and that'll be all they get. No relay throw. Castro reaches on a fielder's choice, and there's 1 away. 6-4 put out of Pulfer. But Pulfer right now with the 3rd longest, coming into today, the 3rd longest active hitting streak, behind Adam Heisler, who has 14. and a 15-gamer by Charlie Valerio. So Heisler of Winnipeg, Valerio of Joplin. The pitch to the next batter, Drew Martinez. He squared around a bunt, pulled it back. It's called a strike. Count 0-1. Martinez, 276 hitter, no home runs, 13 runs batted in. So right now, Pulfer with a 14-game hitting streak, tied himself with Heisler. We'll see what Heisler does today for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Pitch swing and a ground ball up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher Regas. He throws to second, but it's wide in the dirt, and everyone's safe. We'll see how they rule it. Martinez will reach first successfully, and Castro is at second. Regas managed to knock it down with his glove, kind of popped out, so he had to pick it up again and threw to second, but it was down and away to the shortstop Lashley, and he couldn't quite get it. Alvaro Rondon, the beer batter of the game, to the plate. I think a guy like Rondon doesn't strike out very much. In fact, yesterday didn't strike out at all. Was 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI single. The pitch, Rondon squares around a bunt, pulls it back, or actually puts it out there for it and misses 0-1. Still have yet to see it now. Well, I saw an error flash up on the board. I haven't seen it marked down though yet. 3 hits in the ballgame for the Lemurs right now, as they had 2 in the first inning and 1 by Pohl for this inning. Runners on first and second for Laredo. The pitch down and in for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Rondon, batting .243. No home runs, 15 runs batted in. 1 out on the inning. They're going to go E6. Well, that's a tough error for the shortstop. That ball was certainly not, I don't think, very catchable. Pitch fouled off to the screen. Go E1. Count 1-2 now to Rondon. But I'm not the official scorer, so I don't make that decision. You know there's going to be an error somewhere. Rondon, over the last 5 games, hitting .294 for the Lemurs with a pair of RBIs, 5 hits in each of his last 5, or in the last 5 games. 1-2 pitch. Rondon swings, grounds one off the handle, slow roller towards the third baseman. Barehanding it's Guillen. He throws to first just in time to get Rondon on what amounted to a swinging bunt. 5-3 the put out for out number 2. So it'll go in the books as a fielder's choice for Martinez. And then Castro is safe on the E6. Ty Morrison to the plate, 2 men in scoring position. The furthest a runner has gotten all game for the Lemurs. We're only in the second inning though. Pitch called a strike. In the lower outside portion of the zone, 0-1. Morrison this season batting .252. A home run and 15 runs batted in. That home run did come against a lefty pitcher. That was back in Joplin. 0-1 the count. The pitch from Regas swung on, grounded off the mound, using it as a ramp towards the shortstop Lashley. He'll sling it to first in time. 6-3 the put out. And there's the end of the inning here in the second. Lemurs get a hit. They strand 2 men in scoring position though, and we go on to the bottom of the second. 0-0 still, Lemurs and Canaries.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer.
Ryan Lashley, the leadoff hitter for the Sioux Falls Canaries, here in the second inning. We are top of the second. Lashley, righty against the righty Beckman. The pitch called a strike, 0-1. Lashley this season with Sioux Falls batting .204 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. Shortstop for this Sioux Falls team doesn't wear batting gloves there at the plate. Fouls one away to the left side towards the third base dugout where the Lemurs are. 0-2 the count. Only I gave you your defensive alignment for the Lemurs. You have Beckman on the hill, Chavez behind the plate, Valera at third, Rondon at short, Pulfer at second, Nieves at first. Morrison in left, Martinez in center, and Castro is in right field. 0-2 the count here to Lashley. The pitch swung on, grounded left side towards the hole. Backhanding it is Rondon. He throws over to first. A strong throw in time, and there's one away. Nice work by Rondon. We've come accustomed to seeing that here from the shortstop for the Lemurs. Cameron Monger, left fielder for the Sioux Falls Canaries, due up next. Monger, a former draft pick by the San Diego Padres in the 27th round of the 2009 draft out of the University of New Mexico. That's located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Monger batting .169 with 3 home runs and 9 runs batted in. The pitch from Beckman taken on the outside corner, called strike, 0-1. Righty versus righty. Spent 1 season in the Padres organization before going to the Royals system, where he spent 1 season, which that 1 season was just 14 games there with Idaho Falls. Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count. He then found his way to the American Association with Fort Worth. Those were in 2009 and 2010, where he was with the Padres and Royals organizations after being drafted. Swing and a miss. The bat goes flying towards the third base dugout, ducking where the coaches, or a coach, I think that was Gibby Villacuellar. He was up at the steps, running back into the dugout as he saw the bat flying towards him. Didn't want any piece of that. There's strike 3. First out of the inning, and second out of the inning. First strikeout of the ball game for pitcher Ryan Beckman. Still a scoreless game here between the Canaries and the Lemurs. So Monger, we've had a foul ball go to the third base dugout this inning and a bat go to the third base dugout. Nolan Johnson at the plate swings to the first pitch and he can't find it, 0-1. Johnson batting .220, no home runs, no RBIs on the year for the Canaries. He's in his first season. He's a rookie, 24 years of age, went to Minnesota State University. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Ryan Beckman, true to form here today, is at least the good form that we've seen from him here lately. Winds and delivers the 0-2 pitch, and it comes just a little bit inside. Actually tip off the glove of Chavez and go back to the wall. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lemurs had a chance last inning to score some runs. They had runners on first and second with 1 out. Ended up having runners at second and third with 2 outs, but couldn't bring anyone across, stranding 2 men. They already have 3 hits in the game through 2 innings. 1-2 pitch, swinging and a little looper down towards the first baseline, but foul. Count stays 1-2 to Nolan Johnson. Johnson was one of the most decorated players in the Minnesota State University history. all-time career records for at-bats, hits, doubles, runs batted in, and games played. There's a swing and a miss. Strike three, back-to-back strikeouts, and a 3-up, 3-down inning to end the inning for Ryan Beckman up there on the mound as he's looking sharp here tonight. We go to the top of the third. Lemurs, Canaries, scoreless.
The original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at driscollhealthplan.com.
Chris Regas back out there on the mound for the Sioux Falls Canaries. The lefty facing the top of the order of Nieves, Valera, and Chavez. Last time he faced this trio, well, they got 2 hits off of him. They did get a double play in there to absolve one of those hits. It was a double play off the bat of Valera. So Nieves and Chavez both with hits against Regas tonight. Nieves at the plate. First pitch, swinging at it, fouling it away, right side out of play, 0-1. Nieves has certainly faced Regas plenty of times in his career, having been in the American Association for a few years, as has Regas. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right. Running back is Linares, and that ball will one-hop the wall. Nieves with a single as Linares played it off the wall excellently. Playing it safe out there is Linares, his first game with the Canaries. As that ball hit maybe about a foot in front of the wall on the warning track. Cesar Valera to the plate. Wind looks like it's blowing out to center tonight. It's kind of shifting. The flags are out to center and then out to kind of out to right. So maybe out to right center. Cesar Valera at the plate, runner on first. Nieves now 2 for 2 today. First pitch to Valera, taking over the plate for a strike, 0-1. Valera, the third baseman for the Lemurs. He's been better than his current overall average. He's been better than that in the last 10 ball games, hitting .275 for the Lemurs. 11 hits in the last 10 games with 3 runs batted in. Count 1-1 as that last pitch missed the zone. 0 for 1 today, grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. So leadoff runner aboard at first base. Nieves getting a lead. Regas that first base side of the rubber where he's towing. Pitch fouled up and over the screen. Just to my right here. Just barely got over the netting. Count 1-2 now to Valera. Last night, the Canaries defense turned 3 double plays. In fact, they're all against the leadoff batter, or not the leadoff batter, the on-deck batter, Zane Chavez. 1-2 pitch. moved the bat a bit. Didn't come close to the zone, though. It was high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count evens up. Although one of the ones Chavez hit into, you definitely can't blame him for, as it was a fly ball to left field and shallow left. Rondon tried to tag up from third and score, but he was gunned down at the plate. Time is called by the batter, Valera. He'll step out of the box. The other 2, though, were ground balls into double plays, though, by Chavez last night. Two-two pitch, swing and a fly ball to the right side. It'll get out of play, and it'll land in the bleacher seats here at the birdcage. Count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. You notice we're pretty far back. The camera angle, we're behind home plate, but there's a fair amount of seats in front of us as there's a good bit of space here. And this ballpark is interestingly built. A little different than sometimes your traditional ones. There's a swing and a fly ball high in the air to deep left. Running back is Monger, and that ball will sail on out of here. A 2-run home run by Cesar Valera, his first of the season, and the Lemurs lead 2-0 over the Canaries. Valera's flashed the ability to hit the ball out here earlier in the season with some deep fly balls to the warning track in some of the deepest parts of the ballpark, but finally gets one to go out of the ballpark, and he's smiling and laughing all the way to the dugout. I don't know what Nieves said to him, but he said something to him that got him chuckling. 2-run shot, have the Lemurs up 2-0 into the plate. Zane Chavez, no one on and no one out. So the first 3 batters in the order have now combined to go 4. As that pitch popped up into shallow left field, running out is the shortstop Lashley to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So the top 3 batters are now 4 for 6 in the ball game for the Lemurs. We have 2 for 2 day for Abel Nieves so far, and then a 1 for 2 day for each Valera and Chavez. To the plate, Dennis Phipps, he's 0 for 1. Rodriguez firing to Phipps, taken down and in, 1-0. But the way this ballpark is built, you have your suite level, which we're in, obviously, but it's kind of built up separate from the regular stands. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1. So they have stairs that kind of go up the stands and into the suite level, but a lot of times it's kind of all built into one. It makes it look like it's one structure, but there's a gap between where the seats end below us and where the suite level starts. Pitch inside, and that's what the stairs and the walkway bridge. There's literally a bridge. 2-1 the count here to Phipps. You can see the people walking in front of the screen, and I mean they're a solid like 8 feet away from the suite level, the start of it. The pitch, Phipps, swing and a miss, 2-2. And that 8-foot gap, well, it's straight down to the bottom where the concourse kind of is underneath. They have the concessions and the restrooms and things of that nature. Two-two pitch. Phipps with a swing and a foul tip off the catcher. Might have caught the umpire as well. Count stays 2-2. Of course, your seating styles, your the lower bowl or whatever they call it here, right there. The first, they have 6 rows behind home plate in the dugouts. They're fold-down chairs or fold-down seats with armrests. Then you have fixed seats with armrests. And then you have a few bleacher seats. Swinging a pop-up foul, again, just to my right. And that'll hit off the suite level seats. Count still 2-2. Well, that would have been close to the window if he'd hit it straight back as far as the trajectory goes. And then you have a couple berms here, too. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. The pitch from Rodriguez. Phipps with a swing and a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. Taylor drifting, trying to track it, and then he'll dive last second, and they will say it's an out. I thought he might have trapped it. I thought I saw the ball kind of hit the ground as it was in his glove, but a great play by Jake Taylor at first base, diving, coming back the other way, and he had his glove kind of twisted up under him, making the catch. And there's now 2 outs on the inning. Certainly that wind and the backspin that ball had toying around there with the ball that Dennis Phipps hit. 2 away, no one on, and J.D. Pulfer, who's 1 for 1 with a single in the ball game, at the plate. Pulfer digs in, taps the plate. He's ready to go. Has already extended his hit streak to 14. Pitch swung on and hit hard into left. That ball will get over the glove of Monger and roll to the wall. Pulfer's on his way to second, and he's got himself a double here with 2 outs in the third. So Pulfer 2 for 2 with a single and a double. For the Lemurs, their 3rd hit of the inning, 6th hit of the ball game. Offense coming alive here tonight. It's kind of been the trend for the Lemurs this season. They'll get hot for a few games, and then the offense goes cold, and then the offense gets hot again, and then the offense goes cold again. The pitching, meanwhile, always stays the same, and that means they stay one of the top 3 teams in the league in pitching. If you do that, well, you're going to win all the games when your offense is hot because your pitching has been great, and then you'll still win some of them when your offense is cold if the pitching is good enough. There's a swing and a high fly ball in the deep left off the bat of Leandro Castro. Then that ball will be caught by the left fielder Monger with a basket over the shoulder catch at the warning track. Great play by their left fielder to end the inning, keeping runs off the board. Castro 0 for 2 now in the ball game. Lemurs, though, plate 2 runs thanks to a 2-run home run by Cesar Valera in the top of the 3rd. We go to the bottom. Lemurs up 2-0 over the Canaries.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Ethan Chapman leading off the inning. First pitch to Chapman outside for ball 1. Chapman, the 9th batter in the order for the Canaries, at the plate here to lead off the bottom of the 3rd for Sioux Falls. Chapman this season with the Canaries, batting .237. He has 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in, takes a strike, 1-1. Chapman, an outfielder, was in right field last night. Sorry, was in center field last night. The right fielder is not in the ballgame. A line drive hit right back at Beckman. He manages to knock it down. I don't know if it hit him or if it hit his glove. He's walking around the mound. He seems like he's okay. He might have knocked it down with his glove. It was right there towards his midsection, around his waist, stomach area. I don't know if it caught him. It looked like he might have got his glove up and he tried to cradle it, almost like he was catching a football with his hands. And he almost managed to catch it, but it hit the ground and he threw to first to get the out. They're all looking at him. Training staff staying in the dugout for the Lemurs as he seems to be like, yeah, I'm fine. So hopefully he is fine, and Chav is asking, hey, do you need a couple throws here? See his hand, thumb up, and then he kind of tilted his thumb back. 1-3 to put out a Chapman. Here comes the first pitch to Darwin Perez. He tries to bunt at it, misses the bunt, and it's 0-1. Perez 0 for 1 today, ground out to short. Lemurs up 2-0 over the Sioux Falls Canaries. We're in the bottom of the third inning. 2-run home run by Cesar Valera changed the ball game, and there's a chopper to second. Pulfer easily making the play, throwing Perez out. 4-3 to put out, and there's 2 away. As Ryan Beckman continues to retire the Sioux Falls Canaries batting order tonight, as he did in his last start. He faced off against the Kansas City T-Bones. He actually had a perfect game through 6 2/3 against Kansas City before surrendering a hit, but only 3 hits over 8 innings in his last start. Beckman nods as he fires away to Osni Guillen, pitched down and in for a ball, 1-0. Guillen lined out to Abel Nieves over at first base back in the first inning in his first at bat, 0 for 1. Now the wind and the pitch to the lefty Guillen, low for a ball. He again stuck the bat out to try and bunt it. He pulled it back, 2-0. As you can see, the people coming up the stairs, they all managed to look in the booth pretty much right at me, and I can't help but look, make eye contact with a bunch of strangers. There's a ground ball off the mound. It uses as a ramp, and it flies up way into the air and goes into center field, a 2-out single for Guillen. He hit that hard back up the middle off the mound. And David Bergen comes to the plate. Bergen hit a ground ball to the right side through the infield his first time at the plate. Dig into the box for the second time tonight. Bergen with the almost white bat barrel. It's a light tan color and black handle. Right-handed hitter. The pitch from the side-arming righty, Beckman, swing and a miss. For Bergen, he swung at the first pitch and hit it in the first inning when he singled on the roller through the hole on the right side. Lemurs still playing him to pull it, though. Ball from that shortstop side of the bag at second. He is playing second base tonight. And Nieves holding the runner on, so pretty much the entire right side of the infield is open. Another swing and a miss, 0-2. So despite Bergen going the other way, the Lemurs still playing the numbers there, the percentages, and playing him to pull the ball. Outfield, though, playing him pretty much straight up. Out there in center field, Martinez maybe a step to the left of the bag at second. The 0-2 pitch, Bergen, swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt, tag applied. That ends the inning. Another strikeout, 3 in the ball game now for Ryan Beckman as he continues to stifle this Canaries lineup. We go to the fourth. Lemurs up 2-0 over the Canaries.
Great.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
Shredded cheddar cheese.
The creamy sauce.
Creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Drew Martinez digging in the box for the Laredo Lemurs leading off the inning. These 7, 8, 9 hitters, Martinez, Rondon, and Morrison here in the top of the third. Lefty versus lefty here with Regas versus Martinez. Martinez squares around, pulls the bat back. It's a called strike, 0-1. In fact, with the 7, 8, 9 hitters, you have a pair of lefties and a switch hitter who hits better against righties in Rondon. 3 guys who certainly are at the disadvantage here with the lefty Regas on the hill. The 0-1 pitch, swinging a foul tip back towards the on-deck circle where Rondon will grab it and flip it to the ball boy, 0-2. Certainly doesn't mean they can't hit lefties, it's just, it's not their strength. It's about 80 degrees here at the ballpark, very nice night here in Sioux Falls. Sun is out, still blowing out to center field, so that'll help pretty much any fly ball. Here tonight, the 0-2 pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the count to Martinez, and Martinez, what he does so well is foul off pitches and make sure he sees a lot of pitches in his at-bats. Once he has 2 strikes on him. See what he does here with the 1-2. Swinging a hard hit ball into right center. That ball will get down and roll to the wall. Martinez is headed to second base. He puts on the jets and he will get him to second safely. I think he might have thought for a second about going to third as he kind of hustled into second. Looked like he had a little extra gear there. Alvaro Rondon to the plate after the leadoff double by Drew Martinez. 3rd extra base hit for the Lemurs tonight. Rondon to the plate, 0 for 1. Martinez now 1 for 2 in the ball game. There's going to be a mound visit as the pitching coach Demetrius Banks will go out and have a chat with his pitcher Chris Regas. Like I said, doesn't mean the Lemurs, those batters can't hit lefties. It just means it's not always their strength, but Martinez showing how strong he is. Hitting in that right center gap in the deeper parts of the ballpark. Rondon, the beer batter of the ball game. I guess they just don't want to sell beer tonight because Rondon does not strike out much. On the year, Rondon only has 21 strikeouts, but in 30 games, so less than a strikeout a game by a long shot. Usually you pick the big power hitter who strikes out almost once a game, although like for the Lemurs, that would be Dennis Phipps, 27 strikeouts in 27 games. Or Ty Morrison this season, 36 strikeouts in 34 games. The pitch to Rondon, swinging a pop-up, shallow, or actually on the infield. Second baseman calling for it, Perez. He'll make the catch. And Rondon put away. Just 1 pitch. Pop out to second base. Ty Morrison, the left fielder, 0 for 1 with a ground out to short at the plate. 1 away, runner on second base. That hit, by the way, by Martinez, the 7th of the ball game for the Lemurs. Last night, Laredo had 9 hits in the whole game. Pitch called a strike. We're only in the 4th inning. They already have 7. 0-1 the count here to Morrison. Last night, Morrison had 1 of those 9 hits. He was 1 for 4. Singled in the 7th inning. Ended up getting stranded at second base. Actually, bases were loaded. He was stranded at third base. Pitch low for a ball. 1-1 now the count to Ty Morrison. So whatever was said in the mound visit, well, got a pop-up of Vondone. We'll see if the mound visit helps in dealing with Ty Morrison. The pitch from Chris Regas as he looks over at second base, now delivers. Swing, ground ball, hard down the first baseline. Diving is Taylor. He'll make the play, come up and tag first himself. Just barely getting that ball as it was hugging the line all the way down behind the bag at first. Morrison put away 3 unassisted, out number 2. Martinez moves up to third base. So runner on third with 2 outs in the inning, and top of the order, Abel Nieves, 2 for 2 in the ball game. Nieves, both hits are singles, 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. Singled in the first and singled last inning in the third. Ended up scoring on Cesar Valera's 2-run home run. Field playing him straight up. Nieves, a guy who can put the ball pretty much anywhere he wants. First pitch, he's taking high for ball 1. Take a look around the American Association when we get to the bottom of the 4th. See what else is going on in the league. See what those Wingnuts are doing, as we're tied with them right now in the standings in the South Division for the lead. Pitch fouled away right side and out of play. 1-1. In fact, the Wingnuts playing the Sioux City Explorers, the team we go to next for a pair of games in Sioux City. On the stretch, the 1-1 pitch by Regas, curveball low. 2 balls, 1 strike, now the count to Nieves. There was a Toby Keith concert just behind us. We have an event center. 2-1. Swinging a line drive down the right field line, and that will be foul. Still a decent turnout tonight here in Sioux Falls, despite the concert. I don't know what time that concert is. I just heard there was one tonight. The Buffalo Wild Wings right down the street was getting prepared for it. Earlier today, they said, yeah, we always get packed out here for the concerts when they take place. People come for dinner before and then go to the concert. They just walk right down the street, right next to our hotel. 2-2 pitch. Nieves taking down and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count now to the Lemurs first baseman, who already has a pair of singles today and his 2 at-bats. Waiting on deck should he reach Cesar Valera, who already has a home run today. The difference in the ball game. 2-0 the score. Lemurs leading the Canaries in the top of the 4th inning. Regas lifts the leg, delivers the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nieves goes down swinging, and that'll end the inning. Laredo stranding a runner at third. They lead the Canaries 2-0.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only on Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Visit NRP.org.
Jake Taylor, J.C. Linares, Ryan Lashley. Those are your first three batters for the Sioux Falls Canaries here in the fourth inning. Taylor, who was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance to the plate, was actually hit by a 1-2 pitch. Wind and delivery from Ryan Beckman way outside, 1-0. Taylor, who started his career with Oakland County in the Frontier League, played 1 year there, actually just 10 games in that one season, pitch outside. Before starting his career in the American Association in 2011 with Grand Prairie. He's been in the American Association ever since 2011. 2-0, low ball 3. So certainly they know him here in the American Association all around the league, as he played 1 year with Grand Prairie, then 2 years with Sioux Falls in 2012 and 2013. Pitch called a strike on the 3-0, inside corner. He started going to first base. Then he had a year in 2014 with St. Paul, and then last year with Joplin. He played in 98 games for the Blasters. He had 15 home runs, had a 292 batting average, 3-1 pitch. And that'll be too far inside, and there is ball 4. So Taylor hit by a pitch and will walk. Hit by a pitch in the first inning, walked here in the fourth inning based on balls. J.C. Linares to the plate, reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Or actually hit into a fielder's choice, which ended the inning in the first inning. KG walking around the ballpark here. The big yellow canary. Looks a little bit like Big Bird. Of course, Big Bird has the big long beak. Swinging a ground ball left side towards Valera at third. He's just going to go to first with it, as it wasn't really hit very hard, and he had to backhand it down the line. So the safe, easy play to the first baseman, 5-3 the put out to get Linares for out number 1. Taylor moves up to second base. Ryan Lashley 0 for 1 in the ball game, stepping up to the plate, the shortstop for the Sioux Falls Canaries. Last night, Lashley had 2 hits. He was 2 for 4. One of those hits was a pop-up on the infield. It didn't really get very high. It looked like people were struggling to find it. Infielder struggling to find the ball, and it landed right behind the pitcher's mound. There's a foul ball right at the plate. 0-1 the count to Lashley. And it was a flip over my book. It was a 1-2 pitch by Matt Sergey, and it just was blooped right over his head, and no one could get to it in time to catch it or make a play to throw him out at first. Lashley will swing and foul one away at the plate. Again, count still now 0-2. Lashley had an 0-2 count on him in the second inning, and he grounded out to the shortstop, Alvaro Rondon. Beckman throwing from the stretch, bending down at the waist, almost parallel to the ground with his torso. Holding the ball behind his back. Now he comes to a set about shoulder high with the glove, fires plateward, swinging the bouncer back to him. He's going to look at third, now go to first with it for the out. Looked at third, maybe thought he had a chance to get Jake Taylor, but Taylor was there quickly enough. And the put out of Lashley, 1-3. 2 outs, runner on third for the Canaries. First time they've gotten a runner to third base tonight. They've only had 2 runners get to second base. That was David Bergen in the second, and then Jake Taylor here in the fourth. Cameron Monger at the plate, 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging in the ballgame. Just 2 hits so far for the Canaries tonight, 7 for the Lemurs. Sioux Falls also has made an error this evening. Runner at third, 2 outs. Infield playing Monger a little bit to pull, not extreme though. Pitched low for a ball, 1-0. Now the middle infielders move into position to back up the throw back to the pitcher. In case of a wild one. 1-0 the count to Monger. Talking about him earlier. Last year played in the Frontier League with the Normal Corn Belters. Spent 2014 with the Frontier Grays, the travel team in the Frontier League. They don't have a home stadium. They always play on the road. 1-1 after that last pitch, a called strike. Played 89 games for the Corn Belters last year. Hit 13 home runs and a .263 batting average. This year, his first in the American, actually his second in the American Association. He played in 12 games in 2011 with Fort Worth in the AA. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. 2011, though, he played for 3 different teams, 2 in the Can-Am League, Worcester and Brockton, and then 1 in the American Association with Fort Worth. But you can hardly call 12 games really playing a year in the American Association. He played a couple of weeks in the American Association. Since then, Can-Am League, United League, and the Frontier League. 1-2 delivery. Called strike 3. Monger goes down looking. Second strikeout for him tonight. And the Canaries strand a runner on third. We go to the top of the 5th. The Lemurs leading the Canaries 2-0.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarria's Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarria's is a full-service company with up-to-date technology.
Cesar Valera leading off the inning for the Lemurs here in the top of the 5th. Lemurs leading by a score of 2-0. Valera with a home run today. Swings and hits one high in the air to deep left field. At the warning track is Monger. He's going to leap up and won't make the catch. The ball hits the wall, the top of the wall, and Valera with a double. That ball hung up in the air for a very, very long time. Valera and Monger was trying to time up the leap. And it was hard to tell where exactly the ball hit, but it hit the wall. It is a very high wall as Monger, who stands 6'2", so you put an arm up, 6'2", it's probably at least, say his arm is what, at least 3 feet or so long over his head, so you're talking close to an 8-foot wall. Go with an 8-foot wall. His glove was not even maybe at the top there, so at least an 8-foot wall out there and left. He couldn't quite make the catch leaping up. It still hit above his glove. Leadoff double for the Lemurs to the plate. Zane Chavez taking outside and low for a ball, 1-0. Lemurs have been hitting Chris Regas now very well. They've had 3 doubles and a home run already today. 8 hits total. The pitch swung on, and that ball is hit hard to center. Running back is Chapman. He won't make the catch. It goes over his glove and rolls just short of the warning track by the 4-10 sign, and it's back-to-back doubles for the Lemurs. Valera comes across to score. Chavez with his second hit of the ball game. It's an RBI double. His fifth RBI of the year. Lemurs lead 3-0 now over the Canaries. Back-to-back doubles. That's 4 doubles in the ball game now for the Lemurs. Dennis Phipps to the plate, and Johnson's going to go out and talk to Regas. Johnson, the catcher. Have a quick conversation out there. And now the home plate umpire, Kurt Brandon's going to go walk out and break up the conversation. We're in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Dennis Phipps, swing and a foul back over the screen to my right into the sweet level. 0-1. Phipps today 0 for 2 today. Ground out to third and a pop out in foul territory to the first baseman. A great play by the first baseman, Jake Taylor, to dive for it. After he had overran where it was going to land, the wind was playing around with it. Right now, really not much wind to speak of. Flags aren't really moving too much out there in the outfield. Pitch outside, 1-1. Phipps, after these back-to-back doubles, I'm sure is just looking for something he can just hammer for an extra base hit, if not a home run. Pitch, swing and a miss, count 1-2, couldn't find the curveball. Runner on second base for the Lemurs. They lead 3-0 right now over the Canaries. Phipps behind in the count, though. Regas from the stretch. 1-2 pitch up high. Phipps manages to lay off of it. Count 2-2. Regas delivers the break-even pitch. Phipps with a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Goes down swinging. First out of the inning here in the 5th. Lemurs already with a run on the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Regas as he struck out Abel Nieves in the 4th inning. One thing I like that they have here, they have a little strikeout track, I guess you could call it. Goes from the backstop. They have this wire from the backstop up here towards the press box area. And on it, along that wire, is a little track that they put K's up on. Some frontwards, some backwards. Right now, it's just 2 frontwards K's. They slide on all the way down to the bottom of the track. There's a mound visit right now going on with the, I think it's the manager. We might have a pitching change right now, actually. Yes, we do. New pitcher in the ball game, so we'll have the new pitcher for you here in a moment. As Chris Regas' day is done, the lefty will be removed from the ball game. Lemurs lead 3-0 over the Canaries here in the top of the 5th inning. Laredo with a runner on second and 1 out.
Technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized.
The new pitcher in the ballgame, Dylan Thompson, a right-hander, 6'3", 195 pounds from Snow Camp, North Carolina. Righty against the righty, J.D. Pulford. Pulford taking down and away for a ball, 1-0. Pulford today is 2 for 2, a single and a double. Last night, he hit a 2-run home run. Also had a single, so he has 4 hits in the series. Total of 4 for 6 in this 2-game series. 1-0, Pulford taking inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Thompson this season with the Sioux Falls Canaries is a rookie. There's a called strike on the 2-0, 2-1. She was in affiliated ball with Boise and Modesto. He's pitched in 1 game for the Canaries this year. That was on June 23rd against Fargo. He threw 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 3 batters. Pitch will miss, and the count 3 balls and a strike to the batter, J.D. Pulford. So Thompson, limited action so far for the Canaries. He pitched June 23rd, so it was 2 days ago. Chris Regas' day is done. He's still responsible for the runner at first or at second base right now, Zane Chavez. 9 hits in the ballgame for the Lemurs. They had 9 hits last night, already there, and they're only 1 out into the 5th. 4 doubles and a home run. So 5 of the 9 extra base hits. Pitched down and away, ball 4. Thompson walks the first batter he faces here in the 5th. So I figure out what the umpire was just signaling. He was crossing his fingers. I don't really know what that means. The pitch, Leandro Castro at the plate, is over his head and goes to the backstop. All runners will advance. So Pulford goes up to second, and Chavez goes up to third. On the wild pitch from Dylan Thompson. Thompson, 31st round pick by the Rockies in 2014, out of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. A swing and a miss. Count 1-1 right now to Castro. Runners on second and third, 1 out in the inning. He went to, like I said, University of North Carolina at Greensboro from Snow Camp, North Carolina, 23 years of age. Went to high school at South Alamance High School in Graham, North Carolina. That pitch in the dirt, it's actually kicked away by Johnson. He had to go chase after it, but over at third base, Chavez wasn't going anywhere. 2 balls and a strike, the count to Castro. Spent a couple of years in the Rocky system, 2014 and 2015. Last year was up at high A with Modesto for a couple of ball games, but spent most of his time with low A Boise. Pitch fouled off the foot of Castro, count 2-2. Where he went 1-3 with a 4.65 ERA in 19 appearances, 3 of which were starts. Overall, in the Rockies organization, 4-5 with a 6.07 earned run average, 39 appearances, 3 starts. Between Tri-City, Boise, and Modesto in 2014 and 2015 combined. 2-2 pitch. Castro swings, grounds one off to the left side of the mound. Thompson comes off the mound, throws into the dirt at first to Taylor, but he picks it out. And the out recorded, 1-3, and there's 2 away. Lemurs with runners on second and third. They lead 3-0 against the Canaries. Drew Martinez 1 for 2 in the ballgame with a double today at the plate. He'll work out some of the divots there in the batter's box, smoothing it out. Getting it to his liking as he digs in. Lefty batter, righty pitcher hit a double his last time up against lefty Chris Regas, and this time lines one. It'll take one hop on the infield towards the shortstop Lashley. He'll bobble it in the hole, and Martinez will reach a soft, say line drive. It wasn't really a ground ball. It was a low, soft line drive that then finally hit the ground around the baseline, a little bit past the baseline. See how they ruled that. Looks like they already have given him a hit. So a single, infield single for Drew Martinez, as Lashley had to try to backhand it, and then he dropped it after the backhand. Run does come across as Chavez scores, going up to third base. J.D. Pulfer. Alvaro Rondon to the plate. Swings at one and grounds it right side towards the first baseman, Taylor. The flip to the bag at first cannot be completed as the pitcher, Thompson, falls down, unable to catch it. Actually loses his glove in the process. See how they rule that one. It's like an error is going up on the board. Well, now the Lemurs have an error. We have not committed an error today. So not really sure why they threw one up on the board. Now there's another run across. Lemurs lead by a score of 5-0. Ty Morrison at the plate. Rondon reaches first. Martinez moves up to second base, as scoring from third was Pulfer. There comes the first pitch to Morrison, outside for a ball, 1-0. Let's pull it up, see how those plays were put here on the game track. Pulfer taking outside, again, 2 balls and no strikes. So they do give an error to the pitcher on that play. Certainly a tough play. So an E1 is how Rondon reaches first. And now there's going to be a mound visit by the pitching coach, Demetrius Banks. Now to talk to Thompson. As Thompson has come in, he's walked a batter, giving up an infield single to Martinez and a ball that was a tough play. He hesitated to call it. It pretty much goes in the home team's favor as far as the official scoring goes, but between that ball there at first base with Rondon, kind of an in-between grounder. If you try to bunt for a hit, a lot of times the batter will try to bunt it right there between the pitcher's mound and first base, pretty deep. It's a tough angle for both the pitcher and the first baseman to try and turn and flip to either one, especially if there's a fast runner, putting the pressure on him. And that's right where it was placed. It wasn't a bunt, though. It was just a swing. 2-0 pitch. Morrison swings and fouls one on a bounce towards the third base dugout where the on-deck circle is. 2-1 now the count to the Lemurs left fielder, who's 0 for 2 today, a pair of groundouts. Canaries just racking up the errors in this series. 2 tonight already. Last night there's a grounder back towards the mound. Thompson will field it, go to first with it, underhanding it, and actually it was a close play. Morrison almost beat it out, but he is retired 1-3 on the putout. Last night, Canaries with 4 errors, so 6 errors already through 16 innings for the Canaries here in the series. Lemurs tack 3 on the board here in the 5th. They lead 5-0 over the Canaries.
Color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park.
Nolan Johnson leads off the inning for the Canaries. First pitch from Ryan Beckman, swing and a miss. That's what Nolan Johnson did a couple times in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss. He ended up striking out swinging. 0 for 1 in the ball game. 4 strikeouts on the night so far for Beckman. That pitch fouled away, back on a couple of bounces and a roll. Comes to a stop behind home plate. In the grass, count 0-2. Bat boy going to go out and grab the ball off the grass. And Beckman back to work, towing the first base side of the rubber from the windup. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Johnson strikes out swinging for the second time tonight. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th for the Canaries. Ethan Chapman at the plate, center fielder for the Canaries. 0 for 1 with a ground out back to the pitcher. Left-handed batter, the first pitch. Chapman in the take for a strike. 0-1. Give you the scoreboard. I didn't realize I didn't give it to you. I promised I would in the 4th, and, well, I failed to deliver on that promise. 1 away. Beckman, who had thrown 36 pitches through the first, 48 pitches, 36 for strikes through the first 4 innings, gets a swing and a miss there. So far, 5 pitches, 5 strikes here in the 5th, for a total of 53 pitches on the night. Over in Texas, the Airhogs and the Blasters, the pitch outside for a ball, 1-2. The Texas Airhogs at home in Grand Prairie are tied with Joplin in the bottom of the 9th. They started early today. It's a 3-3 ball game. 1-2 delivery outside in the dirt, blocked by Chavez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Gary South Shore Railcats right now at home, trailing 2-1 to the Lincoln Salt Dogs, top of the 6th there. Salt Dogs in command. Wichita Wingnuts getting a little bit of a late start today. Well, I guess we got an early start, hour earlier than the normal 7:05 start time. So I guess they're right there on the money. Just taking a while to get through the first inning. Sioux City scored 1 in the top of the 1st. They're in the bottom of the 1st right now. 1-0 the score. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on that 2-2 pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts to start off the inning here in the 5th. Second time Beckman's gotten back-to-back strikeouts in an inning. And if you go back to last inning, he actually has 3 in a row. He struck out Cameron Monger to end the 4th inning. And for him, that's 6 strikeouts on the night for Beckman. So yeah, Sioux City up 1-0 over Wichita in the bottom of the 1st. Keep going, Sioux City. Sioux City wins and the Lemurs win. Well, Laredo back in first place in the South. Darwin Perez bunts one right back towards the mound. Beckman fields it cleanly. 1-3 the putout. He throws to first. That ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Another pair of strikeouts for Ryan Beckman. 6 on the night for him. We go to the top of the 6th. Lemurs in command. 6-0 over the Canaries. Sorry, 5-0 over the Canaries.
With all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
Shredded cheddar cheese,
The creamy sauce.
creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Top of the 6th inning, first pitch down and away to the batter, Abel Nieves, top of the order up for the Lemurs. .1-0 pitch. Nieves taking on the inside corner, called the strike. It is still Dylan Thompson on the mound. 1-1 the count. Thompson came in relief of Chris Rigas. The pitch taken inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Give you the line on Rigas here in a moment. I ain't finished giving you your scoreboard. There's a called strike, 2-1 or 2-2 the count. Over in St. Paul, Saints trailing right now 3-0 to the Winnipeg Goldeyes, top of the 2nd, and in Kansas City, the Kansas City T-Bones trailing 4-0 in the bottom of the 2nd against the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. Of course, here we're at top of the 6th, 5-0 Lemurs leading the Canaries. 2-2 pitch, swinging a grounder down the third baseline. Slow roller now. It's scooped up by Guillen. He throws to first. A bullet to get Nieves, 5-3. 1 away. So the final line for Rigas here tonight, 4 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He had 2 strikeouts, no walks tonight. So a rough outing for Rigas tonight, just going 4 1/3. Those 9 hits, 5 of them were for extra bases. Dylan Thompson, though, the pitcher in the ballgame right now. To the plate, Cesar Valera. He's pretty hot today. First pitch, Valera is taking it for a strike, 0-1 at 92. Thompson bringing some heat there. Oh, 1 pitch, low for a, called a strike. Trying to do the umpire's job here, a little late on the call. But it's a called strike, 0-2 to Valera. He's got a double and a home run tonight. Swing and a miss, there's strike 3. Thompson working quickly, retires Valera on strikes. 2 up, 2 down in the 6th. Zane Chavez, Lemurs catcher, having a good night himself as well. 2 for 3, single, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. First pitch to Chavez, taken for a called strike, 0-1. So Thompson comes out pounding the zone here in the 6th inning against the Lemurs. They slide another K down as the Canaries have racked up 3 strikeouts tonight. Pitch outside for a ball between Thompson and Rigas, although that's only half of what Ryan Beckman has for the Lemurs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Regas, swinging a fly ball into the air, right center, running over is Chapman, and in the gap will make the catch for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down inning for Dylan Thompson out there in the 6th. 5-0 Lemurs leading the Canaries.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Osney Guillen leads off the inning, bottom of the 6th for the Canaries. 5-0 the score. Lemurs in the lead. The pitch, Guillen bunts it down towards the third baseline. They're going to let it roll foul, and Beckman will grab it with the bare hand. 0-1 the count to Guillen. Squared around a couple of times already today to try to lay down a bunt. Beckman not having to labor too much out there. Only 57 pitches through 5 innings. That pitch right there was his 58th. So this will be pitch number 59. And we're in the 6th. Beckman in his last couple of starts has thrown 8 innings. And one of those was a complete game, 8 innings, because we were in Joplin, and Joplin was in the lead after the Lemurs turn in the top of the 9th. So they did not have to come to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. I'm sure Beckman probably would have gone back out there again for another inning, though. 0-1 pitch. Guillen swings, grounds one. Right side. It's grabbed by Nieves. Flips to Beckman at the bag at first. And there's one out. Beckman, we'll see how long he goes here tonight. He gave way in that ball game in which the Lemurs won his last. Sorry, the Lemurs lost his last start. 2-1. I was thinking of a different ball game in which we had similar results. That was Matt Sergey's start before last night against Kansas City. The Lemurs in Beckman's last start scored 1 run in the 2nd inning against Kansas City. It was an unearned run. David Bergen at the plate swings the first pitch, fouls it away. 0-1. And the Lemurs bullpen is what surrendered the 2 runs. That was Jeff Inman giving up 2 runs. One of them was earned, one of them unearned. On 1 hit, he walked a batter and struck out 1 against the Kansas City T-Bones on a day that was a rainy day before the game. We were actually delayed by about an hour. Pitch outside, 1-1. But that ball game, that 9th inning, though, there was some questionable umpiring. One questionable call that really stood out that made really a big difference in the ball game. Bergen with a big swing and a miss, not 1-2 now. The count to him here in the 6th. with one away and no one on. Lemurs up 5-0 over the Canaries. Laredo was trying to get that 1-0 win there against Kansas City, but gave up 2 in the 9th in Beckman's last start after he threw 8 shutout. Right now, he's thrown 5 1/3 shutout. Pitch fouled off the foot of Bergen, and the count still 1-2. But the Lemurs certainly giving Beckman plenty of run support tonight, as they've put 5 runs on the board, 2 in the 3rd and 2 in the 5th. For the Lemurs pitching staff, which has been so excellent this season, can maintain that lead. The 1-2 pitch to Bergen. Swing and a foul tip there at the plate. It'll hit off the shin protector of Zane Chavez. Count still a ball and 2 strikes. Lemurs after tonight, 2-game series over in Sioux City as they take on the Sioux City Explorers. Laredo trying to get a 3-game winning streak going here tonight with a win as they won back-to-back games. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bergen retired. He's now 1 for 3 in the ball game with a pair of swinging strikeouts. Jake Taylor, who's 0 for 0 today, hit by a pitch and has walked to the plate. That now strikeout number 7 on the night for Ryan Beckman. And for Beckman, that's almost a season high. He's approaching the season high. Pitch low for a ball, 1-0, the count to Jake Taylor. As his season high is 8. That came against Winnipeg. He threw 6 innings, struck out 8 batters, walked 2, and gave up 1 run on 4 hits to the Gold Eyes. Another pitch out of the zone. The count now 2 balls and no strikes to the batter Jake Taylor. So Beckman flashing this season why he was the opening day starter for the Lemurs and is one of the front men of this rotation for Laredo. Time is called, and running away from home plate is Kurt Brandon, the home plate umpire. Stepping out of the box, Taylor. 2-0 the count. Beckman delivers on the outside corner, called a strike. 2-1, moving the bat a little bit was Taylor, but he decided not to swing and took the strike. Beckman winds in the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Lemurs have had some changes to their rotation already this season, as Danny Moskovitz started the year in the bullpen. He ended up in the rotation. He's made a few starts for the Lemurs this year. The 2-2 pitch. Taylor swings, grounds one foul down the third baseline. Count stays 2-2. At least when you look at the first 5 pitchers to pitch in a game or to start a game for the Lemurs. As they had Henry Garcia, a lefty, and he only pitched 1 game for Laredo before going on to the Mexican League. He made 1 start this season for the Lemurs. Another 2-2 pitch, swing, and a little bouncer back towards the mound. Fielding it's Beckman. He'll throw to first. 3 up and 3 down here in the 6th. For Ryan Beckman, he tacks on another strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th. Laredo leading Sioux Falls by a score of 5-0.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service.
Dennis Phipps fouls off the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Dennis Phipps, DH tonight for the Lemurs, out of the lineup, or out of the defense playing. He's not playing right field this evening. Pitch outside for a ball. 1-1. Phipps 0 for 3 tonight, though. The Lemurs lead 5-0 over the Canaries. Thompson still on the hill for Sioux Falls. A swing and a miss at 91-mile-an-hour heater. Count 1-2 now to Phipps. The big slugger for the Lemurs, leading the team in home runs. He's got 6. Also, second on the team in RBIs, as J.D. Pulfer has surpassed him. He was leading the team in runs batted in. That pitch missing the zone, 2-2. J.D. Pulfer last night with his 2-run home run. He was tied with Dennis Phipps. They've each had 19 over the last few ball games. Pulfer, there's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Phipps strikes out for the second time tonight as he leads off the 7th. But Pulfer, no RBIs today, but he does have a run scored in the last 2 games. He's got 5 runs batted in for the Lemurs. Actually, in the last 3 games, he had 2 RBIs in a ball game in the second game of that series against the Wingnuts. So in the last 3 games, Pulfer with, do math, 7 runs batted in. The pitch to Pulfer here, a ground ball towards the middle, out of the reach of the pitcher Thompson, but it's fielded by Lashley, who will throw to first for the out. So yeah, Pulfer in 3 games, 7 runs batted in. He managed to catch and surpass Phipps. 6-3 the put out of him out here. And Pulfer retired for the first time tonight. Coming into that at bat, he was 2 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a double. 2 up, 2 down for Dylan Thompson here in the 7th. Leandro Castro to the plate, 0 for 3 in the ball game for the Lemurs tonight. Castro digging in. Thompson on the hill, showing off those blue socks. The pitch low for a ball, 1-0. I saw on Twitter between innings a couple innings ago that that Air Hogs game that I said was in Grand Prairie, and they were Air Hogs and Blasters. Pitch taken low. They were in the 9th inning of a tie game. They were actually supposed to only play 7 today in that ball game. They have a doubleheader today. And they already have played. We'll look at the scoreboard, see where they are right now. They're in the 10th inning. 2-0 pitch, swing, ground ball down the third baseline. It's grabbed by Guillen. He'll throw to first in the dirt. Picked out, though, by Taylor. 3 up, 3 down here in the 6th. And that's the second 3 up, 3 down inning for Thompson out there on the mound. Looking sharp for the Canaries. 5-0 the score. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch. Time here at the ballpark in Sioux Falls.
This company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to...
Ryan Beckman on to work the 7th inning. First pitch to J.C. Linares. Called strike 0-1. In fact, on the scoreboard, they have his full name, Juan Carlos. That's what JC stands for. Linares awaits the 0-1. Beckman delivers, swing and a foul away, right side, not a play. 0-2. The Lemurs, 4th best fielding team in the league with a .977 fielding percentage. Sioux Falls a little bit lower. 8th best in the league, especially after last night's 4 errors that they committed. 0-2 pitch, swing, ground ball, left side, foul. Count still 0-2. Well, the Lemurs, 3rd best pitching team in the league in terms of ERA. Team ERA of a 3.73. And then when you look at the top 4 teams in the American Association in earned run average, as Beckman delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a high bouncer, left side. It's fielded by Rondon. He called off Valera, who was coming across in front of him. And it's a 6-3 put out as Rondon makes a nice play. Pretty routine for him, though, and there's one away. Look at those top 4 teams. Fargo, the best pitching team in the league. Although for them it hasn't translated into first place in the division by any means, but they are one of the top 4 teams record-wise in the American Association, as they have the 4th best record, just a half game behind the Lemurs and Wingnuts, who are tied for the 2nd best record. You have Fargo, Lincoln, who leads the Central Division. There's a swing and a bouncer down the 3rd baseline. Actually, they're tied for the lead in the Central Division. And you have the Lemurs, who are tied for the lead in the South Division, and then the Gary South Shore Railcats, also tied in that Central Division. So 3 of your top 4 teams in the league in ERA, well, they are tied for their division lead. Fargo is the 2nd in their division, and really the only reason they're not that close is because St. Paul is just tearing the cover off the ball. Pitch called a strike, 0-2 now the count to Ryan Lashley after he fouled off the first pitch. Lashley today 0 for 2 in the ball game, 2 groundouts. Ryan Beckman peering in, now he winds and delivers the 0-2 delivery. Lashley taking inside, backing off the plate, 1-2. The Lemurs, 245 batting average, as they are the 3rd lowest batting average in the league, so that'd be 9th place. 1-2 pitch, Lashley swings and fouls one to the right side behind home plate. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes. But pitching is the key, and that's what's propelled the Lemurs so far this season, and then timely hitting as well. They've drawn a number of walks at the plate. So those have been well documented. 3rd in the league in walks drawn, 152. They put the ball in play. They don't walk very often, and they don't allow many runs. 1-2 pitch. Lashley swings and grounds one down the 3rd baseline, but foul. Beckman racing after it. Looks like he just has boundless, endless amounts of energy. He's already in the 7th inning, and he was full-on sprint there. Down the 3rd baseline on a ball that was rolling foul. He wanted to make sure it stayed foul by touching it. Not going to come back in fair territory. Well, usually once a ball gets to the grass and it's rolling that slow, it doesn't come back into fair territory. It stays foul. So the Lemurs, though, one of the top 4 teams in fielding, top 3 team in pitching. 1-2 pitch, swing, and again foul back towards the screen on a bounce. Or a few bounces. Sioux Falls, though, bottom of the league in pitching. 5.55 team ERA. Kind of that middle of the pack in fielding. And then they're 8th in the league in batting. So that's what's plagued them this season. Swing and a miss, strike 3. By plagued them, I mean everything has plagued them. They are 12-22, worst record in the American Association. You can be not the greatest, usually at one or two things, and still be right there in the hunt. But the Lemurs have struggled a little bit at the plate, but the pitching has been there all year. That's evident there. The Wingnuts, they're pitching middle of the road. They've actually improved. They were way far down at the beginning of the year. Their pitching struggled at the first couple weeks, but the last few weeks they've done a lot better on the mound. The pitch to Cameron Monger. Swing ground ball, high bouncer towards Valera at third. Grabs it, taps the glove, throws a strike to Nieves. 3 up, 3 down here in the 7th. Through 7, we go on to the 8th. Lemurs leading 5-0 over the Sioux Falls Canaries, trying to get the 2-game sweep.
Imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
Shredded cheddar cheese.
The creamy sauce.
Creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there.
Lemurs to the plate here in the top of the 8th. First pitch, a called strike to the batter, Drew Martinez. 5-0 the score. Laredo leading the Sioux Falls Canaries here in Game 2 of this 2-game series. The pitch up high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There is a new pitcher in the ball game for the Canaries. It's a lefty. I think it's Billy Waltrip. Pitch low for a ball, and yes, it is. Billy Waltrip in the ball game. 6'2", 215. Actually, they called that pitch a strike. I think it was down and away, 1-2 the count. Waltrip throwing from the stretch here, lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball at 92 miles an hour. Waltrip this season 0-1 with a 3.27 ERA, 8 appearances all out of the bullpen. 11 innings pitched for him so far this year. 15 strikeouts, 11 walks in those 11 innings. Now add another K to his total. Alvaro Rondon to the plate. First pitch to Rondon, up high for a ball. 1-0. Rondon reached on a ball that was kind of an iffy hit error. They called it an error, though. Swings, grounds one towards the middle. Charging in is Perez over to his right. Makes the play, throws to first. And Rondon retired 4-3, out number 2. So Rondon 0 for 4 today. Ty Morrison, left fielder for the Lemurs, also 0 for 3. The damage mostly done today by the 1-2-3 hitters for the Lemurs, as each of those hitters, of the first 3 batters in the lineup, have 2 hits. They're all 2 for 4 today. And then, of course, J.D. Pulfer continuing his good day, or his hot streak here. First pitch fouled away by Morrison, 0-1. Pulfer with 2 for 3 with a walk, a run scored. At the bottom half of the lineup, Drew Martinez with 2 hits as well today. That's about it that they've gotten from him. Pitch fouled off the screen. 0-2. Castro 0 for 4, Rondon 0 for 4, Morrison 0 for 3. The 6, 8, 9 hitters for the Lemurs. 0-2 the count here to Morrison as he tries to get his first hit of the ball game. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Pitch, Morrison, swing and a miss. There's strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Waltrip. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Lemurs lead 5-0 over the Canaries.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Little YMCA action here at the ballpark as the Laredo Lemurs lead the Sioux Falls Canaries 5-0. And of course, the pitcher on the mound here in the bottom of the 8th, it is Ryan Beckman facing off against Nolan Johnson. First pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Johnson today 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts in the ball game so far for Beckman. Pitch on the outside corner called a strike, tying his season high. Count 1-1 to Nolan Johnson. See if Beckman can go the distance here today. 1-1 pitch, grounded foul. Count 1-2. Beckman threw 11 pitches last inning. 1-2 pitch, a high bouncer, third base side, barehanded by Valera, but he'll drop it. He tried to barehand it, really his only play. That ball had some spin on it. I'm sure they will rule that a hit for Johnson. And they do. It's a hit. Just the third hit of the ball game for the Canaries. And prior to that hit, Ryan Beckman had recorded 12 straight outs. So retired 12 batters in a row. Excellent stuff from Beckman. Swing ground ball, right side, and the tag will be applied by Pulfer. He throws to first, and the out is recorded. 4-3, the double play ball. Pulfer charging in, then he was racing in quickly because he knew if he timed it just right, he'd be able to tag out the runner at first. Nolan Johnson going to second. Nice work, 4-3, double play, 2 away. So that erases that hit there. No one on, 2 outs. Darwin Perez, leadoff hitter to the plate for the Canaries. Lefty batter, righty pitcher. Perez taking inside for a strike. 0-1. Take a look around the American Association. Top of the 11th in Grand Prairie, Texas Airhogs. Joplin Glasser still tied at 3. They're supposed to play a doubleheader today. 2 7-inning ball games. That's the first game. They're at 11 innings of a 7-inning game. 0-1 pitch inside, a ball and a strike. Over in Gary, the Gary South Shore Railcats trailing in the bottom of the 7th, 4-3. In Wichita, the Wingnuts now have a lead in the bottom of the 3rd. 5-1, they lead the Sioux City Explorers. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Kansas City trailing at home 8-2 against Fargo Moorhead. They're in the top of the 4th there in KC. And in St. Paul, the Saints down by a pair of runs. 5-3 the score. Winnipeg Gold Eyes leading the St. Paul Saints top of the 3rd. 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul away. Left side out of play. I wonder if the Airhogs and the Blasters are still going to play a doubleheader today. They won't be able to start that second game till close to 9 o'clock. I think there's a rule that says you can't start a game after 9. 1-2 pitch. That's what I heard the other day when we had that rain delay. It was delayed over an hour. Pitch fouled away out of play. Count still 1-2. To Darwin Perez, who was 0-for-3. He's grounded out to the pitcher, to the shortstop, and to the second baseman. Perez wearing some shoes that have white on the very tip of the shoe, and then either some red or orange, I can't quite tell, and then some black. The pitch, swing and a fly ball to left. Running back is Morrison. He's at the warning track, the wall, and leaping, that ball will hit the wall and roll away from Morrison. Perez heads into second. Now he's going to try to stretch it into a triple. The throw will go to the infield towards second, between second and third, and it's a 2-out triple for Darwin Perez. First extra base hit of the ball game for the Canaries. That ball just kept on carrying out of here. Some of these balls that are hit out to left field, I think, have no chance to get out of here. But they just keep going and going and going. I don't know if it's the angle I'm at or what it is, but I feel like they're just routine fly balls to left. But they just carry. 2-out triple for Perez. Osney Guillen 0-for-3 in the ball game at the plate. Lemurs leading 5-0 over the Canaries. Canaries trying to get something going here late. Pitch from Beckman, taken low for a ball, 1-0. Nice work. Got to get credit there to Perez. He was down 1-2 in the count, fouled off 2 pitches, and then hit himself a triple going the opposite way to left field. Beckman from the stretch, first base side of the rubber, 0-1 pitch, swing and a pop-up foul, left side out of play. Usually side-arming righties they're usually very effective against right-handed hitters, but lefties always have the advantage there against a righty pitcher, especially a side-arming one. They can see the ball very well. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Beckman's been able to do a pretty solid job, though, against lefties this year, mainly by using that changeup, but now with Guillen and Perez. So Guillen's 1-for-2 today. He has a single, actually. Guillen and Perez, though, coming to the plate for the 4th time against him. every time a batter comes to the plate, it gets harder and harder for that pitcher to put him away, because that batter has seen via his own at-bats, as well as if he's watching during other hitters' at-bats, how that pitcher works. There's a swing and a fly ball hit in the air into left center, but it looks like Martinez has a bead, and he'll make the catch in left center field. So a fly out to the center fielder, Drew Martinez, ends the inning, stranding a runner at third base for the Canaries. Here in the bottom of the 8th, we go on to the 9th. The Lemurs leading 5-0 against the Canaries.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarria's Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarria's is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarria's is still growing.
Abel Nieves leads off the inning for the Lemurs here in the top of the 9th, top of the order. Nieves, Valera, Chavez against a familiar face for some of those Lemurs hitters and some of you Lemurs fans if you've been listening in all year. Jimmer Kennedy on the mound for the Canaries. Started the year with Laredo, was released, pitch high for a ball, 1-0, and has found his way here to Sioux Falls. Kennedy, who with the Lemurs pitched. There's a swing and a miss. Total so far with these Canaries. Kennedy, 12 outings, 1-0 with a 6.92 ERA. On the year, 14 outings, 6.75 earned run average, and 2-1 record. Swing a ground ball left side towards the shortstop. It's scooped up by Lashley, throws to first, and there's one away. Kennedy pitched in 2 games for the Lemurs, recorded a win and a loss. In fact, got the first win of the season for the Lemurs out of the bullpen. Cesar Valera to the plate now for Laredo. Valera 2 for 4. 2-run home run and a double. This is grounded into a double play and struck out. Valera with that 2-run home run in the third, which broke open the scoring for the Lemurs as they took a 2-0 lead. They're in the lead 5-0 right now, swinging the foul away, 0-1. So Valera with the big hit early on. And the Lemurs have pretty much coasted since then. The last few innings, they've gone 3 up, 3 down in the 6th, 7th, 8th against the Canaries bullpen, but they built that 5-0 lead and pitch called a strike. Count now 0-2. Hopping up and down after that pitch. I don't know if because he didn't agree with it or because he's mad at himself for letting it go by. It was Valera. 1-0 No balls, 2 strikes. Kennedy, the former Lemur, or the one-time Lemur, fires outside, 88 miles an hour, 1-2. Spent last season with the Sioux City Explorers, did Jimmer Kennedy. The team the Lemurs beat in the championship in the American Association. Lemurs defending American Association champions. 1-2 pitch, down and out of the zone, rolls back to the wall. Behind home plate, 2-2. Lemurs with 10 hits. Like I said, they got 10 hits in the first 5 innings. Since then, nothing. 4 strikeouts and 12, now 13 with Nieves retired. 13 straight retired. Pitch, Valera swings, pops one up. Behind the bag at second, just to the right of it. It'll be Perez. Squeeze the glove, make the catch. 2 away. In fact, that's 15 straight retired, going back to the top of the 5th inning for the bullpen for the Sioux Falls Canaries. Dylan Thompson threw a couple of innings. Billy Waldtrip threw an inning. There in the 8th. Thompson finished the 5th through the 6th and 7th. And now Jimmer Kennedy on. He has 2 outs. Zane Chavez to the plate. Chavez was with the team in spring training, and he hits one high in the air, deep to right, and giving up on it is Linares as that ball sails out of here. First home run of the season for Zane Chavez. Lemurs lead 6-0. He hammered that ball out to right field. And there goes the retired batter's streak. It ends at 15. Dennis Phipps to the plate now. I was going to say, Chavez was with the team in spring training, was released after spring training, or preseason, or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't exactly spring anymore. It's not in Laredo, it's hot. Dennis Phipps to the plate, but he was there with Jimmer. Pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, the count to Phipps. Pitch from Kennedy, swing and a miss, strike 2. Phipps today in search of his first hit of the ball game for Chavez. Well, he'll finish the game a triple short of the cycle. Home run, a double, and single. He also has 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Phipps. I thought, at least the first couple of at-bats, it'd be Cesar Valera that would get the closest to the cycle. He had a home run and a double through his first 2 at-bats. Pitch called, strike 3, and striking out 3 times tonight is Dennis Phipps at the plate. We go on to the bottom of the 9th, last chance for the Canaries. Lemurs tack on another run. They lead 6-0 now over the Canaries.
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint.
All right, bottom of the ninth. Lemurs leading 6-0. David Bergen to the plate. Jake Taylor and J.C. Linares, the next two batters. Up against Ryan Beckman, tonight's starter for the Lemurs, going the full distance, or trying to. First pitch swung on and fouled to the left side off that wall below the berm. 0-1 Bergen, 1 for 3, a pair of swinging strikeouts tonight. Beckman's given up just 4 hits tonight to the Sioux Falls Canaries. 0-1, swinging a hard grounder down the third baseline, foul again. Just by about a foot or two. 0-2 now the count. Still 8 strikeouts in the ball game for Ryan Beckman. He got ahead of a couple hitters last inning, but he didn't record the K. 0-2 pitch to Bergen. Down and in, 1-2. But 8 is his season high, so he's trying to get that, or set a new season high and get 9, or maybe even 10. Of course, if he strikes out the side, that'd put him at 11. Pitch, swing, and a miss, and it's a new season high in strikeouts for Ryan Beckman. And a new season high for distance in a ball game. Before, he had only gone 8 innings, was his longest start. He's gone 8 innings a couple of times for the Lemurs in his last 2 starts. Nope, just kidding, he tied it. As soon as I said it, I thought to myself, I think he went 8 1/3 once. He did, he went 8 1/3 against the Texas Air Hogs on May 29th. So he ties it for his longest outing of the year. Pitch to Jake Taylor, called a strike inside corner, 0-1. But that's the most strikeouts he has, 9. He had 8 in a ball game against Winnipeg. His last few games, the last 2 games, he had 5 against Kansas City, 6 against Joplin. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Tonight, Jake Taylor 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and walked already in the ball game. Lemurs up 6-0. Over the Canaries. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Up high. Taylor not chasing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beckman peering in, working quickly again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Well, he's now got 10 strikeouts. He just might strike out the side here in the 9th. And now he's gone longer than he has in any ball game. 8 2/3 so far, 1 out away from the complete game shutout. He's already got 1 complete game on the season. It was not a shutout, though. And as far as complete games that go, if he gets this one, which I'm sure they'll give him plenty of opportunity even if he does give up a run. First pitch, taken inside for a ball, 1-0. The batter, J.C. Linares, 0 for 3 in the ball game. Grounded out 3 times. But the league leader in complete games, you have 3 guys tied with 2. Charlie Rosario, Mark Hamburger, and Tyler Herron. Pitch will find the zone, and it's 1-1. And then 1 for Ryan Beckman, 1 for John Link. So Beckman would be tied for first with 3 other players for complete games. 1-1 pitch, swing, and a line drive right at Valera at third. He makes the catch, and there's the ball game. The complete game shutout for Ryan Beckman. Gets 10 strikeouts and 9 innings of work, gives up just 4 hits. And the Lemurs offense came alive tonight as they had 6 extra base hits. They win 6-0 over the Sioux Falls Canaries. Stay tuned. We'll have the post-game show here in a few moments as we celebrate this win in a sweep, a 2-game series sweep of the Sioux Falls Canaries. Lemurs win 6-0.
Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Lemurs winners here tonight, 6-0 over the Sioux Falls Canaries. Take a look at this ball game here, an exciting one if you're a Lemurs fan. Lemurs in the top of the first, nothing really going. They got a couple of hits. Abel Nieves led off the ball game with a hit. You thought things are going to go well here. Cesar Valera, though, grounded into a double play. And so with no one on, 2 outs, Zane Chavez would get a single, but he'd be stranded at first as Dennis Phipps would ground out to end the inning. So the Lemurs would get a pair of hits, but they'd strand one runner there in the first and not score. For the Sioux Falls Canaries, very similar inning, 2 outs, no one on. David Bergen would single. Jake Taylor was hit by a pitch, but J.C. Linares would ground the ball, and there'd be a putout as at second base to end the inning of Jake Taylor, a 6-4 putout. So they left a runner stranded after getting a couple of hits, or a hit and a hit by pitch. Second inning, Lemurs would again get another hit, and they'd have a runner reach on an error. 2 runners on, but they'd leave 2 men stranded there in the second inning as well, as the Lemurs couldn't get any runs across. 3 up, 3 down inning for the Canaries, though in the second. 2 strikeouts by Ryan Beckman. He closed the book. We got a ground out of Ryan Lashley and then struck out the next 2 batters there in the second inning. Top of the third, though, the Lemurs bats stayed pretty hot. Abel Nieves to the plate, got a single, followed by a Cesar Valera 2-run home run out to left field. A couple of outs later, 2 outs, no one on. J.D. Pulfer would double for his second hit of the ball game. Pulfer would go 2 for 3 today with a walk, a single, and a double. Moving on, Lemurs wouldn't score in the fourth, but they would get a leadoff double by Drew Martinez. He'd end up stranded at third base. Still 2-0 as Ryan Beckman kept plugging away, just leaving some scattered hits here and there for the Sioux Falls Canaries tonight. In the 5th inning, the Lemurs offense struck again. Cesar Valera led off the inning with a double, followed by a Zane Chavez double, driving in Valera. So the Lemurs are up 3-0. Dennis Phipps would strike out, but Zane Chavez would reach third on a wild pitch. Runner on third base, J.D. Pulfer would walk. Actually, J.D. Pulfer would walk while Chavez was on second. Then a wild pitch would push both Pulfer and Chavez up a bag. Leandro Castro would ground out to the pitcher. So everyone was holding serve. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Drew Martinez, though, would hit a single, drive in a run. And then Alvaro Rondon would reach on an error. Another run would score. Ty Morrison would ground out, though, to end the inning. Therefore, the Lemurs, they would score 3 runs, though, and lead 5-0 after 5. After that, the bullpen did its job for the Canaries as they pretty much kept the Lemurs hitless after that point, after the 5th. Just 1 hit for the Lemurs after 5 innings. That came in the 9th inning, a 2-out solo home run by Zane Chavez to make it a 6-0 ball game. Ryan Beckman, for his side of things, he was just knocking down Sioux Falls hitters left and right here tonight as he had a 3-up, 3-down inning, 3 straight innings from the 5th through the 7th there in the middle innings of the ball game. They give up a couple of hits there in the 8th inning, but one was a leadoff single followed by a double play ball, and then with no one on, 2 outs, Darwin Perez hit a triple off the wall. But that was all that Sioux Falls would get. A 3-up, 3-down 9th inning, including 2 strikeouts for the Canaries, would end things for them here tonight. 6-0 your final. Ryan Beckman the win tonight, his 2nd win of the season, throwing 9 innings, giving up just 4 hits, no runs. He walked 1 batter. He also hit a batter and struck out 10 tonight, a new season high as he gets the complete game shutout for the Lemurs. Starter Chris Rigas, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 4 runs, all earned, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. He takes the loss for the Sioux Falls Canaries. Also pitching for the Canaries tonight, Dylan Thompson. He gave up a run. It was unearned as he threw 2 2/3 innings tonight. Also pitching for Sioux Falls, they had Billy Waltrip throwing a shutout, 3-up, 3-down inning with 2 strikeouts, and Jimmer Kennedy, the one-time Lemur, throwing the 9th inning, giving up that solo home run to Zane Chavez, as well as getting a strikeout. He faced just 4 batters, so the 1 hit that was a home run there by Chavez. Let's take a look at the box score tonight, see what everyone did at the plate. You have Abel Nieves going with 2 hits today in his first 2 at-bats, as he was 2 for 5 at the plate. Cesar Valera had a pair of hits as well, a 2-run home run and a double, scored twice tonight too. So Valera 2 for 5, definitely did his part at the plate tonight. A 3 for 5 day for Zane Chavez. He was a triple short of the cycle, single, an RBI double, and a solo home run here tonight. He had 2 runs driven in. J.D. Pulfer also, as I mentioned, 2 for 3 tonight with a walk and a run scored. Drew Martinez had a pair of hits, a double and a single with an RBI on the evening. So a couple of big games. A couple of big games. You had 2 RBIs for Valera and for Chavez and an RBI for Martinez at the plate. Nothing really going for the Canaries, just 4 hits. You had, in fact, their 1, 2, 3 hitters combined for 3 of those hits. Perez, Guillen, and Bergen each went 1 for 4 tonight, and then Nolan Johnson got a single there. He was 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So not a great day for the Canaries, especially at the plate. Ryan Beckman, excellent on the mound this evening. Let's take one last look around the American Association. Maybe they finally finished that, what was supposed to be a 7-inning game there in Grand Prairie, as the Texas Airhogs and Joplin Blasters were going at it. Nope, still going. Top of the 12th. Joplin 3, Texas 3. Over in Gary, the Gary South Shore Railcats trailing 4-3 to the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Wichita Wingnuts still leading 5-1, bottom of the 5th in Wichita over the Sioux City Explorers. So we will actually get to Sioux City before the Explorers do. We're only a couple hours. We're 70 miles, I think they said, from the ballpark in Sioux City, whereas Sioux City's they've got to be at least 3 or 4 hours from home when they're there in Wichita. Kansas City T-Bones trailing right now, top of the 5th to the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks. Redhawks in the lead 10-2 over the T-Bones. And the St. Paul Saints trailing by 1 in the top of the 4th to the Winnipeg Goldeyes, 7-6 that game in St. Paul. Tune in tomorrow. I think we have a day game tomorrow, actually. They had the wrong time online for today's game. They said it was actually a 6 o'clock game, whereas online it said it was a 7:05 game. Tomorrow, a 2 o'clock game in Sioux City. So tune in 2 o'clock p.m. tomorrow, Central Time. Laredo Lemurs at the Sioux City Explorers. Lemurs starting pitcher is to be announced. So the old TBA toe in the rubber. We've seen him a few times this year. But they will be throwing, I believe they'll be throwing one of their aces, Ryan Zimmerman, on the hill for them tomorrow, as he was one of the best pitchers in the league last year. Not doing as well this year as he did last season, though, for Sioux City. Again, your final here, 6-0. Lemurs beat the Canaries for the 2-game sweep of Sioux Falls in this shortened series here. Tune in tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I'll be on the call in Sioux City when we go face the Explorers. I'm James Nasser signing off. Have a great evening and see you all tomorrow.